Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we're going to go over this new trailer in depth, the Keepers of Time trailer, otherwise known as the Geras trailer, so let's get right into it. First video I did was a reaction, now let's go over in depth. So it seems like they're in this like, kind of like headquarters area, like Liu Kang and Geras summoning in. Looks like a little headquarters for Liu Kang.
Geras, my old friend. It's been eons. It's good to see you.
Likewise, Lord Liu Kang. Duty is my highest calling.
Yeah, it's like a Jinsei room. Now, one thing I want y'all to keep in mind is if you look at Geras here, wait until they show him like more up close.
Likewise.
Okay, so you see his chest piece, right? It's got like the three like lines, and then you like just look at how his chest piece is. Like, keep that in your brain, how his chest piece looks.
Lord Liu Kang. Duty is my highest calling.
Now look out of here. So this kind of confirms that the gear system is back, y'all, for MK1. It looks like it's going to be similar to MK11, where it's like you get to swap like 3 different things. So everyone who was talking about how like ugly Ermac is, you will be able to put masks on him, I'm sure. Many different ones. Sector coming in. Now, Geras comes out with this like swing. It looks similar. It looks like, okay, so here's what this string looks like to me. It looks like an evolved version of his back 2-2 from Mortal Kombat 11. It even has a similar pop-up. It looks like he does back 2-2 into like some kind of burst move, which kind of reminds me of like Frost down back 4 from MK11. So it looks like he does like back 2-2 into a burst. Also, this stage, if you notice in the background, there's other trailers where the stage is very snowy. So it looks like this is another stage where it's got a variation. Like how that one stage has nighttime and daytime. This one has like very snowy and like normal, basically. And this string right here, it looks like an evolution of his 1-1-1 grab from MK11. So I like that he seems like he's kind of playing like MK11, because obviously us Geras fans from MK11, we like how he played. You know, he's very fun. And it looks like they're using a lot of the same stuff that he had in 11, just evolving it, you know? Like this string, very similar to back 2-2. This string, very similar to 1-1-1. It looks like it's the same input. 1-1-1 grab. Now, this is an interesting new thing he's got. So it seems like he's got kind of like a projectile parry. You see here, let me slow it down a little bit. Let me slow it down. Now, you see here, Baraka throws like a blade spark here, or like he actually throws a whole blade. And Geras does like this little, seems like a parry, right? And it not only does it parry the projectile, but it also freezes Baraka for a combo. So that looks very OP. And then once again, you see that kick. That kick is very reminiscent of the kick from his 2-4-1 string in MK11 as well. And then he goes into like this like stomp that counts as a hit, and then a second hit where like sand comes up that counts as another hit. So that looks like a string there, like that kick into the stomp and then the sand. People complain about reuse assets a lot, but I kind of like seeing similar animations from Geras. It's like seeing like an old friend, you know what I mean? So I'm a fan. And also the new animation on Temporal Advantage is so cool. Like instead of it just being like a blue glow, having like all this stuff in the back, I think that's way cooler than MK11. Right there he goes for like a jump-in string. Right there he goes for a jump-in string, and then seems like he's got a string that's like a close mid into like a pull into a tackle. So it might be similar to like kind of like Nightwolf's like a 2-2 grab string maybe in MK11. Right there he goes for like, it looked like an advancing high into cameo. And then there he goes with his grab. That's so cool.
Guardian of the Hourglass, a celestial object which lies beyond the realms. The hourglass regulates time and destiny.
Now this, okay, we'll get to this later, but it looks like he still has like his like 3-hitting mid string, but instead of being punch, 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 it's now like punch, kick, punch. And you see here the Geras, whoever's controlling Geras, they cancel the second hit into a launcher, similar to what you would see in MK11. But instead of canceling into like choke or temporal, This person cancels it into like what seems to be like a sand pillar, like a new like evolved sand pillar tornado type of move. And then the player does what looks like jab, jab into temporal. So we might see the same type of combo routes from Geras that we saw in MK11, where it's like where you launch with something like sand pillar or something like that, and then you convert with something into temporal for big cash out damage. Now we see another familiar old friend there with that body splash. Body splash was such a fun jump in to use, such a frustrating jump in to have it be used on you, and I'm happy it's back. I can't wait to use it more. And then we see there the player did down 2 and then used that to continue the combo after temporal. So we might be seeing some similar routes that Geras had in MK11 and MK1, which I'm excited for. I don't like how different they made Kenshi, so I'm happy that Geras seems like he's pretty similar to MK11. I'm happy about that. And right here, it looks like he does an air string into an air grab, which looks very cool animation. Now, this is one of the most interesting parts of the whole trailer. This is one of the most interesting parts. So, after that air grab, he summons in Darius, and Darius does like the spin kick, and then uppercut, and then spin. And if you notice, whenever Geras does that uppercut, he's got that Darius glow. Wait, hold on. I didn't pause it at the right frame. He's got that Darius glow. And then after he does the uppercut, what does he do? He spins Darius. So is that all one move? Is that all one move? Is that some type of like cameo Rekka where like you do the first hit and then confirm the rest or something maybe? It definitely looks like Darius is like the most interesting cameo we've seen so far. Because like a lot of cameos, they've been like, you know, projectile or some type of setup or like some type of extender. But with Darius, it's like he's got this like whole like combo move here with like this spin kick into like an uppercut from the player that looks to be powered by him into like him spinning him. I don't know. That's a very interesting move. I can't wait to mess around with that. It looks like they're going with some really unique stuff with some of the cameos. And then Geras' fatal blow, he teleports when he does it. And some people asked if that's a command grab. I don't know if that's a command grab or just like a mid or a high, but he definitely teleports when he does it, and that's interesting. My question would be, how far does he teleport? Because he goes from like, where was he? He's right here? No, he was right here. He was right here. And then he teleports over here. So my question is, how far does that teleport go? Can you react to full screen projectiles with it, like Frost Fatal Blow? Because that would be insane if you could do that. But it might not go that far. We don't know yet. And then we get the Darius Fatal into the Geras Fatal.
I have watched you with the hourglass. You are relishing your role as Earthrealm's protector.
So right here, we saw that cameo move in another trailer, the Scorpion like overhead slash. It doesn't seem like it launches Melina here though. It seems like it keeps her in like a standing like combo extender. Hold on, this is interesting though. So Liu was doing like a standing attack into it, but then notice when he hits Melina, she's airborne. And that first hit, that first punch he does not make them airborne. The second hit does. So it looks like Scorpion's overhead slash, it like puts him in like a combo extending situation, but it also like kind of makes them airborne, I guess, on like the next hit. And then this is a new move that we haven't seen yet, that we're just now seeing. It's a Scorpion cameo move where he has the mask off and he shoots fireballs, and it looks like you could use it to extend combos. That's very cool, very cool.
Those with power must know how to use it wisely.
Seeing that Sector cameo throw, okay. And right here we see a mystery character in the background. I've seen some people say it's Kai, some people say it's Cole Young, some people say it's Havoc in disguise. I'm not as good with MK lore as a lot of y'all in the comments and stuff, so I'll leave the speculation to y'all. I just don't know much about like MK4 stuff like that, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna keep it real.
Crafting a timeline.
Right here we see Scorpion cameo fatal, which is very cool. Takes the mask off.
vision of peace may already be compromised.
Wonder what Lou's doing there, opening up that portal. That was kind of weird. But anyways, so okay. So it looks like Smoke dashes up and he gets frozen by temporal advantage. Now, is that the same animation? It looks like a different animation from the projectile parry earlier. Let me go look. When did he do it back here? I think that's a different animation. Yeah, it looks like a different animation. So he's got one that's like a straight up launcher and then one that seems like a projectile parry of sorts. And then this is what I was talking about earlier. This is what I was talking about earlier. So it looks like his like 4-2-1-2 is back, but instead of being like punch, 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 it looks like it's like punch, kick, punch. See, like that? It's even got the same kind of ending animation. It just looks evolved. Instead of being like an uppercut, it's like he like does like a palm up with the sand. It looks really cool, and he like yells. But anyways, off of temporal, he's able to launch with that into a air string, but it gets broken. No, this is really interesting. So it looks like from Smoke, we see like a smoke bomb that ends in like an overhead slash on the other side, which looks really slow. Looks really slow. Like, I don't know how you wouldn't see that coming. He throws the smoke bomb, then does the overhead slash. And then Geras does like this throw off screen with another like clone of himself. I don't know if that's like a command grab or what. Yeah, I don't know if that's like command grab or like an ender or like or what. I don't know. Looks like some kind of cool special though. Oh, this person cut out the fatalities, so that so he'll probably get he'll probably get monetized. Okay, that makes sense. We want to see him though. We don't care. We don't care. We want to see him. We don't care. So let's go check him out. We don't care. You know that Stephen A. Smith meme? We don't care. That's so cool. Both those fatalities are so sick. Let's watch them again. Let's watch the killing again. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, y'all, that was my in-depth analysis of the trailer, of the Keepers of Time trailer. And yeah, that was crazy. Geras, I'm loving his playstyle. I'm loving how there's so many like remnants of his MK11 playstyle. Kind of curious of what his projectile game's like. It doesn't look like he has Sand Trap this time around. So I wonder what his projectile game's going to be like. Maybe like he'll be centered around, you know, using cameos and using projectile parry maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But appreciate everyone for checking out my channel. The support's been unreal lately. That's going to be it for the video. Later, y'all.